Okay, so at first glance, what you're seeing here looks like a really simple, charming little story. But trust me, underneath that simplicity, there's a powerful framework for understanding one of life's most essential virtues, courage. And that's what we're going to do today. We're going to deconstruct it and find out exactly how it works.
You know, every great story needs a starting point. And this one, it begins with maybe the simplest element possible. Just a single tiny cloud. This isn't just a pretty image. It's literally the foundation of the entire world we're about to step into.
So, here it is, the central question of this whole thing. How can a story that seems so basic teach us such a profound lesson? Well, we're going to analyze its structure, its bones, to see how it builds this powerful message about courage. And it's a message not just for kids, but for all of us.
Every story of transformation, every single one, starts by showing us the before. It has to show us a world in balance, a state of normalcy. This is the ordinary world, and it's absolutely crucial for what's coming next.
And here he is. This is our protagonist, our hero. His name is Pico. Just a small, happy cloud, totally content in his world. He's really the heart of this ordinary world we're talking about.
Now this line is so important because it defines his role, right? Pico isn't just floating around doing nothing. He has a purpose. He is a creator, an artist, who is actively bringing beauty and imagination to the world down below.
And just look at what he was making. Not just generic puffs of cloud, but these whimsical, joyful shapes. You've got an elephant, a turtle, even a dragon, a cake. Each one was like a little gift to the people watching from the ground. It just perfectly illustrates the peace and creativity that defined his world.
So the world is happy. It's safe, it's predictable. And Pico's actions are a direct cause of all this collective joy. This right here, this is the status quo. This is the harmony that is just about to be threatened.
Okay, now let's see how the story starts to build, because no good narrative stays in that ordinary world forever, right? Conflict has to show up. It has to challenge the hero and the harmony they know. And boom, there it is. Just a few simple words that change absolutely everything. The storm's arrival isn't just a change in the weather. No, this is the inciting incident. This is what disrupts the entire world that we've just gotten comfortable in.
And you can see the shift immediately. It's so clear. We go from a world of smiles to a world filled with fear. The storm doesn't just bring rain, you see. It brings this profound emotional change. All that safety and happiness, it's gone, replaced by anxiety and dread.
And this is the question that every hero, big or small, has to face. When everyone else is running for cover, when fear seems like the only sane response, what happens next? What do you do?
So this brings us right to the peak of the story, the climax, the moment of decision. This is that single point where our protagonist has to make a choice that is going to define the outcome of everything.
Now this line is so critical. Notice it doesn't say Pico wasn't afraid. Of course he was. It says he was brave, and that implies a conscious choice. While everyone else was reacting with fear, Pico chose a completely different path, and the entire story pivots right here on this decision.
So we can actually break his action down into 3 distinct steps. First, he saw the fear. He acknowledged the threat instead of just ignoring it. Second, he made a choice, the choice to confront it, not to run. And third, he actually embodied that choice. He transformed himself to meet the challenge head-on.
And what a transformation. Wow, he doesn't just puff up a little, no way. He becomes a powerful symbol of strength and courage, a huge, glowing lion. This isn't just another cloud shape. This is a manifestation of his inner choice to be brave.
So, Pico made his choice, and he took action. Now, we get to see the resolution. What are the direct consequences of this one single act of bravery?
The result is immediate. It's decisive. His courageous stand doesn't just scare the storm away, it completely dissipates it. The threat is neutralized and the calm returns, all because of his action.
And the community? They see it. They recognize it. His bravery wasn't some anonymous act. The world knows that one small individual stood up for everyone, and they are so, so grateful.
And just like that, we've come full circle. The story ends right where it began, with a world full of smiles. But it's different now, isn't it? Before, the smiles were just a given. Now there's something that was lost and then reclaimed, all through a conscious act of courage.
So, now that we've taken the whole story apart, what's the central takeaway? What is the core message this simple little narrative was built to deliver?
And here it is. The story gives us a perfect definition of courage. It isn't being fearless. Pico was probably terrified. It's seeing the fear, feeling it, and still making the choice to act anyway, specifically for the well-being of others. That's the key.
So this simple story really reveals three powerful truths. First, that courage is a verb. It's an action you take. Second, your size has absolutely nothing to do with your impact. And finally, that real strength isn't about what you are, but about what you choose to become when the moment demands it.
And this is where the lesson comes right back to us. We all face storms in our lives, big and small. So the story leaves us with this really powerful question to think about. When we're faced with our own challenges, what form will our courage take?
Please like and subscribe for more videos.